This is part 3 of John Delevoe's episode. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow along with the first episode. Thanks.
You post the dudes that like you say they ain't get a cut, they ain't get a shave. This be all balled up. The cut look like they ain't have a cut in like 14 years, and then you spin them around and they be like looking like Barack Obama.
So, so my cousin, my other cousin, he made me laugh. He was like, "Man, one thing about John, I don't think nobody in Pensacola get haircuts." I was like, "No, a lot of people get haircuts. It's just every now and then people come in that haven't got a haircut in a while or want to switch it up." And I think I like posting the transformations because those get a big reaction out of people. And then it's one of those things where people can really see your skill because if a person get a haircut every week, like if a guy goes to a barbershop every week and he just happened to come to me this week, his hair ain't really that out of place. So you can't really determine whether or not what my skill set is. But if a guy, I had to create an edge up, I had to, it's like, dang, I didn't think he had an edge up under there. So it's one of those things where it gets very exciting. Uh, and it's very humbling when they, are excited or whenever somebody, man, it's the best haircut I've had, you know. So
I
it
got
does,
you.
it does make you feel good.
All right. And my last one is I work so hard so I can.
Provide for my children and make sure that they straight. And then on the back end, enjoy my life. But you know, I having that startup of being scared that I wasn't going to be able to provide before they even were here, and now to be in this position now, like I don't take it for granted. I want my daughter. I think every father, especially if you have daughters, there's that combination of you got to make sure they don't want for nothing, so no nothing will impress them, and you got to make sure that they have that balance. So I work so hard so that they don't want for nothing, but they know the value of things, and so that as they get older, I can take more time off, especially in those years where they're going to be interacting with people more, and they may start liking boys. I ain't even ready for that. They only 3 and 5 right now, but and so I do it. I do it for them, and I do it because I believe in legacy. I believe that everything you do is connected to somebody coming up. Everything you do, you representing the people that came before you, and you're making it easier for the people that's coming behind you. So
I got you. And then we got a quick game for you. This all me here on this one is major or minor in the shop. I'm just going to say a couple words and you tell me if it's major or minor in the shop. Um, Social media, is that major or minor for your shop?
it's major
And why is that?
because people word of mouth is still really well, but people come in the shop and they say, I said, thank you for coming. Your first time here. It's like, yeah, but how you found us? They be like, well, I saw you on Instagram or I saw you on Google or I saw you on Yelp. Because most people, man, especially younger people or people, we don't talk like that. So the first thing people do is when they're looking for something, they go to Google or they go to this whatever social media they type it in. And
Yeah.
so if my goal is to always have a presence on all the platforms and have a good presence so that when people see you, they find you. Because nowadays you could be in a hole in the wall, but if your presence is excellent online, they'll find
Okay. All right. Next one is expensive clippers. Major or minor?
you. It's minor. Uh, and then it also depends on what your definition of expensive is. Nowadays,
I've seen a,
every
I've seen an $800 clipper.
oh no, I ain't got that. I don't even know who made it. The most the most I done spent on the clipper was 250. Uh,
Wow.
but it depends. You gotta look at it, like most of the clippers now. Like shoot, I guess let me show you the station real quick. I don't have. Actually, I take that back. The most expensive thing was 250, but the most valuable thing was 300. I didn't pay 300 for it. So uh if you look at it, right, I'm completely cordless. I don't have any cords because I got one, two, three, four, five, and then cordless, cordless, cordless. Everything is I don't believe in no cords. And so it depends. Like and I use all of them, but it just depends. Like for me, $200 for a clipper ain't nothing. Especially because it's gonna make his money back. If I'm averaging
True.
$35, $40 a haircut, I spent $200 on the clipper. I cut 5 hairs, it done made his money back.
Mhm.
So, but it's not a big deal. It's really not. It's about you. If you can, I don't know if you've seen like a few years back, barbers was doing the Walmart clipper challenge, and they would just buy clippers from Walmart, and they was cutting people's hair, and they were giving out good hair because if you know how to cut hair, it don't matter what you have. The the quality of the tool just may make it easy.
I got you.
You
All
feel what
right,
I'm saying?
I got you. The next one is vacations and major or minor for John in the shop.
It's minor for me because I'm in this constant state of grind, but it's major for everybody that I'm connected to. So I personally don't need a vacation. I just need to be able to sleep. But I have daughters. I got to make memories to spend time with. I have family that you know, and they're getting older. And my mom, my people, they in their 60s now, and so you know, they gotta see me because I'm up here by myself. Like out of all five of us, like my closest one is my older brother. We should probably get on the podcast. He's a business. He got his own business too. Uh, but he's 5 hours away. Other than that, y'all about 9.5, almost 10 hours away. So it's important. Like I didn't get a chance to go home at all last year between COVID and I was going through a divorce and all that. So I ain't nowhere. Uh, and so this year I'm coming home in the summer. So I think it's important for the people that I'm connected to. But I'm in this grind. I'm trying to get myself to a certain level before a certain time.
Absolutely.
All right, two more. So, is this major or minor in the barbershop? TV entertainment.
Truth is, it's minor because everybody be on their phone. Like like I have a lobby full, right? And the TV would be on, everybody be like this.
Yep.
The only time they'll look up is if I turn to like an action movie and they see somebody blow up. And everybody be like, oh, and then they start watching the movie. Because honestly, what helps is I think if you have an ambiance that people can anything that can take them away from focusing on how long they're waiting, that's what's important. So whether it's
Mhm.
music, whether it's the conversation, as long as they don't realize they've been in here for 2 hours and still ain't get a haircut yet, it's good. No
Hmm.
matter what that is.
All right, and my last one. Is this major or minor in the shop? Ownership.
Minor. Being a
Minor.
being a shop owner,
You say that?
you talking about being a shop owner or just being a shop owner, right?
Yeah.
It's minor. It's
Really?
minor. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. It all depends on what your purpose of ownership is. If your purpose for ownership is that you think you will profit more by owning a shop, you can let that go. You can be a regular barber and make more than owner. It just depends on how hard you're willing to work. Now, if you have a purpose behind your shop and your space, like if you are doing what I'm doing, I want to have a men's group. I want to have different things that happen in my shop outside of just uh, hair services. It's minor because honestly, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I could do it all over again, I would have liked to work at a shop first just to maximize my profit. Because the cost to be an owner, you know, I got two sets of bills, I got two rents, two light bills, two everything, and what they pay me in booth rent versus what I have to pay out. Like, I'll just be honest. I got I got 5 available chairs. It only becomes profitable when I have at least 3 chairs full. So then that means I'm only really making money off 2 chairs. And all I gotta do is do like an extra 10 heads that week, and that's the same amount of money. You get what I'm saying? Uh, and so, and it also depends on what type of shop. Like if you're at a shop like mine and you're a booth renter, you you're independent contractor. You're renting this space. Just like how I'm renting this space from the plaza, they just renting this space for me. So they own their brand, they own it. So like every barber, they got their own Instagram. Like one of the guys, he calls himself Big Boy Blends. Another guy calls himself Alano Cuts. Another guy calls himself Leisurely Gentleman. And another guy is Barber Juan Don. They are those people at Blaze Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So they can make as much because they're booth renters. They have access to the shop. They can make as much money as they want. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to worry about what I went through, where all my barbers pretty much up and hopped and skipped town on me, in the blink of an eye, and I still had to pay.
That makes sense. I never thought of it that way because I guess you as a renter, you got the freedom to leave whenever you want to, or you know what I'm saying. If this isn't where you want to be, you can transfer. But as
And
an
then
owner,
you're
locked
stuck
in,
with it.
yeah,
Yeah, and your cost of operation is low. So you gotta look at it this way. If I make $10,000 a month, but my cost of operation is 5, right? I only got $5,000. If you a booth renter and you make $7,000 a month and your cost of operation is 1,000, you 6.
yeah. So you don't have to make as much money to exceed your expenses.
And that's what I tell people. It's never about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. So if I make $100,000 a year, but my life costs 50, I only got $50,000. But if you make 80 and you only got to spend 20, you making 60. It's about what you keep.
I got you. I got you.
And,
Well, Amanda got a screen share she wanted to share with us real quick. And I got one more thing when she finished, and then we'll wrap up out of here.
all right.
Absolutely. You ready for this? So I'm gonna expose you to a couple of pictures, and you're gonna tell me if this is a yay or a nay, or hell nah. You know? So get ready, buckle up, cause here we go. Hold on, let me see if I can put it on there. I am funny. All right. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yay, nay, or hell no?
That's a hell no for me.
Is it the hairstyle? What does it for you?
It's the style. Now the barber is obviously good. The haircut is fine, but
That is right. That's
it's the style. It's a dumb style. That's too much.
All right, here's another one.
that's Chris.
That's nice.
That's
That's nice. Like I said, it's an artist. Like I couldn't do that. I ain't gonna say I couldn't do it. I don't have the patience to do it. That's my issue. I don't have the patience to do stuff like that.
Do you charge extra for something like that?
Hell yes, and that's the thing, right? So it's a lot of barbers that are really dope and do stuff like that and don't charge accordingly. So the way I look at it is, if you're not charging that right there take longer than the haircut. So that right there, honestly, that should be for 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 more on top of whatever the haircut was.
Oh
And
wow.
so for me, it's a lot of barbers. Like you gotta think of it. Like if it take me 30 minutes to cut somebody's hair and they want an intricate design and that design takes me another 40 minutes or an hour, I could have did 3 haircuts in that time. So I need the equivalent of 3 haircuts to do something like that. And most people want stuff like that and they don't want to pay for it because so and so will do it for $5. And so it's like people just expecting to pay $5, $10, $15 extra. It ain't worth it. I'm gonna just do a whole nother cut.
I got you.
I hear you on that one. Here's another one.
It's nice.
That's nice. The only thing, I think it would have been even better if the part that's white would have been down the brushless, and so it would have showed a more of a transition to the into the curly part of the hair. But other than that, nah, that's fine.
Okay. And this one.
That's nice too.
So that's a yay, 2 yays and 2 nays, right? Or no, or 2 hell
It was one hell no, one I wouldn't do it because I don't feel like it.
nah. All right.
But
And this one.
That's clean.
it's clean. But
I wouldn't
it's
want
just
that.
I
That's
wouldn't I wouldn't see. And it's the thing what I tell people, haircuts like that, and this is what happens. People bring me pictures. I say, hey, I could do it, but are you committed? Like people be wanting stuff like that. It's like, bro, you have to be committed to that hairstyle. You can't cut off a chunk of your hair and think, oh, next week I can get a whole traditional flat top. It ain't gonna catch up.
because
Okay.
they pick like after you get the cut, it look clean, but then you pick it out a couple times, like in a week, you done. Like what else do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's clean. That's certainly clean. Like that's a hard cut. I can't lie to you.
One
I,
caught my eye, and I gotta bring this to shame. What the heck is this? What in the world? What are you doing? I had to bring it to shame. I'm
like
sorry.
stash on his head.
Hey man, different strokes for different folks.
So somebody came to you and asked you for something. Like they showed you that picture and said, "I want that." Are you doing that?
If they paying me,
Okay, okay, I got you.
listen, I just won't post it.
You won't put your name on it?
Would you take claim for it though? Like if somebody was like, "Yo, I did that," or are you gonna be like, "That's what they
Yeah, I
asked for"?
clap. That's what I'm like. That's what they asked for. Nah, I'm not posting it. I'm not advertising it.
Wow.
This my last question. This
All
is
right.
not barber related altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this was on the episode or this was something we might have been speaking with Nate on the outside of the episode. So we was talking about sibling rivalries, and he was always he let us in on a little background stuff between some of his siblings. I ain't gonna no names. I don't put nobody out there, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna know who I'm talking about when I start talking. So we was talking about him being a wrestler in school. So he was saying that he had a brother that said that he could wrestle him, and he was like, he's bigger than him. There's no way you could, He said he ended up wrestling his brother, and next thing you know, he bammed his brother, bam, and
Yeah.
he was like, that happened one time, and you can't do it again. And he said he locked up again, and bam, he bammed him again. And which brother it was, because he got more than one brother. So I'm not saying it was you. I'm just
It
saying.
wasn't me.
Oh,
Ooh, spicy meatball.
Hey, and speaking of Nate, I ain't gonna lie. I got one issue with Nate podcast. When y'all was asking him about the poetry, he's supposed to say, shout out to my brother who was doing poetry first.
we didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Wow.
No, man, Nate, I've been doing spoken word well before Nate. Nate tough now, but I've been doing spoken word well before Nate. I retired a little bit, but Nate tough.
You gotta put. I'm family. I didn't even know you did spoken word.
Yeah, I don't want talent shows at my school and everything. Nate, that's why I was mad at Nate. I'm like, Nate, you a liar. You got that from me. Nate,
Wow.
I'm putting this in the podcast. Nate stole my college life. Nate started cutting hair in college. Nate started doing poetry in college. That's what I did. That's what I did in college.
Wow. So basically, what you're trying to tell me is the bamming part never happened.
That didn't happen to me. That happened, but that ain't happened to me.
It didn't happen to you.
No, Nate tried to arrest me. I was always too heavy for Nate. I would just drop my weight on Nate and stick my chin in his back. But
he just said that John said that he said I got weight over you. And he was like, yeah, he had weight over me, but I still bam him. I'm just saying. I ain't say. Did I say John? I meant to say he said my brother.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
So whenever you interview the other brother, see if it was him, but it wasn't me.
Okay, yeah, we know. We gotta do the trifecta, the trifecta. So.
And then, but yeah, next time you talk to him, say why he didn't give his brother a shout out for the poetry influence.
Before we get up out of here, always do the quote of the day. This one is from Bob Marley. It says, "The greatness of a man is not how much wealth he acquires, but in the integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively." By Bob Marley. I feel like I chose that quote because I feel like that reminds me of what a barber does. I don't think a barber's mindset is always the money. I think that they have a profession where people look up to them and they really affect people positively. And that's what I think you guys do as barbers in the community. Whether black barbers, white barbers, I feel like just a barber shop is that open space for people to have that conversation to affect people. Kids see things like that, and I think that they aspire. And even with that part being said too, a barbershop is a collective of so many different career paths where people might not know. I don't know what I do, but everybody at one point has to end up in a barbershop. Mm-hmm. For the most, like that's like, or unless you get cut at home, but that's always a place where it's a meeting ground for people from multiple different backgrounds. I think your shop is a multicultural shop too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely see people from all different likes and backgrounds. So that was our quote of the day. Let the people know how they could find you, so they could follow you on your social medias and how they get to the shop if they want to get a cut from you or one of your fabulous barbers.
So my personal IG and Facebook is J Delevoe Cuts, so JDELEVOE Cuts. Blaze Barbershop is Blaze Barbershop 850 on Instagram and on Facebook. We're located in Pensacola, 15 Brent Lane, Suite 8, 32503. And we open 7 days a week. So any day you pull up, we'll be here. So that's how they can find us.
Dope. You got anything else you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
No. Oh, you talking to me, Irv?
I was talking to John. My fault. I was coming.
I just want to say thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. And then if y'all want, I could do a poem too that y'all could put on the end of the thing like y'all did for Nate.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So let me know when y'all ready. I just spit one that I can remember because I'm semi-retired.
All right.
Ooh.
Amanda, you got anything else for the people before we get up out of here?
No, not at all. I enjoyed this one. It's been a pleasure to get to know the barbering world, you know. I don't think a lot of people get to hear that sense, even though there's like that unspoken rule in there that says if anything goes in the barbershop, stays in the barbershop. But I'm glad to have a little bit more insight, you know.
Definitely dope. We'll cut it off right here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Irv and Co. If you're looking for a podcast, here you go. All right, keep it on. Keep it going so we can get this. Right.
Let me stand up. Let me stand up. Make sure I know the words. But
there you go.
Let me see. I'll do my intro. See if I remember that. Let me see. You see, my tongue has become fire, like the ones that dwell in hell. And when I spit, I don't care if you like or well. See, I'm determined to spit that fire that burns in my inner core that's motivated by passion and fueled by love and driven by anger, which allows me to sense much more. It's like I'm ready for war, with this paper as my shield and this pen as my sword. And don't get this confused. I know I'm from a younger generation, but my spirit is infused with that of Langston Hughes. And I got punchlines like Biggie and a heart like Tupac Shakur. So if you want to indulge this anime nerd who loves Naruto, One Piece, and Fairy Tail, sit back and listen as I recite my piece. They say my words shoot out like I pulled out my piece. Hand on trigger, bang. Every time I release, it's like I found inner peace. Friends are like, damn, Delevoe, get a grip, good grief. We know you want to change the world and set your people free. You'll pay the cost no matter the stakes just to stop the beef. I understand if you spit words ahead of your time. So even when the crowd yell out rewind, it's like you did it for the third time. I guess when they say that you're a prodigy, because I have you seeing adventures like the ones in Odyssey. But I'm really modest, B, so please ignore this arrogance. Understand that these words are heaven sent from the man up above. He told me to open myself up to you so that you too can breed love. And when this is all said and done, I don't give a damn if you remember my name. See, I don't do this for the glory nor the fame.
Yo,
That was so dope.
yo.
Much love, much love.
He should have shouted me out, right?
I see the influence. I see the influence.
Absolutely.
The difference between me and Nate be going too deep and he be going too long. I can't be on stage for hours.
That's what's up, man. Very, very talented family for sure, man. I could only imagine how things went. Like he was talking about how y'all had a lot of debates. I can only imagine y'all going back and forth on things. So that definitely interesting. We definitely appreciate you for tuning in and checking us out, and giving us an exclusive, nice little poem that came out of retirement and let the people know what you got.
Appreciate it, man. No doubt, man.
For sure, man. We wish you nothing but complete success with Blaze Barbershop so you can retire quick. Because it seemed like you want to. We still on real quick, but yo, you the first person. Like, I be on my IG, but you the first person I seen do them lineups, man. You know what I'm talking about. You do the little blow, the little black chemical stuff to make, fill in the little spot.
Yeah, that little mark clean, but
it's so natural. You can't even I'm like, if transitionals, I would never.
So actually, this is what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna shout out the guy who makes this product, and he's black owned, and maybe y'all can message him on IG or something, and maybe he'll come on the podcast too. But so it's this guy. His name is Kyan Fox, Kyan Fox. You can find it on there. But he makes this product, right? It's all not only is it all natural, it blends in very natural. It's called Diamond Edge. And so if you type in like Diamond Edge on Instagram, his page will come up and stuff like that. Black owned company. And so this the only product I use, because a lot of people, like, there's stuff like that people use, like Kiss Express and different stuff like that. But not only does it not look natural, it clogs your pores, it's bad for your hair. One of the things that I try to do in my barbering is not just cut your hair and take your money, but promote healthier hair. Because most men, they don't take care of themselves. That's why I want to have this whole product line, because they don't know how to take care of themselves. And the least amount of products that you can have, it's easier. And then we lazy. So if I can finish my product line with the shampoo, conditioner, and different products like that, they can one-stop shop, get their hair cut and know how to take care of themselves. So.
I got you. Nah, that's dope, man. Like I said, you was the first person that I saw with that, and the way you did it, I was like, yo, that's dope. And then after I saw you, and I'm saying you're the first person that made me see it, but that made me probably pay more attention to it. But that was definitely the way you do it. It's dope.
Because a lot of that other stuff, right? You can tell it's fake. You can tell it's
So I'm saying, if you didn't do the transitionals, the transformations, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have even noticed that stuff was even put in. So
that's why I like it. That's what, man. And like I said, man, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Diamond Edge, man, because I think people want their hair to look full, but they don't want that unnatural black or that unnatural
Mhm.
I don't like the unnatural. I like it to look sharp. I like it to look natural.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you for checking in with us, man.
No
We hope
doubt, no doubt.
a great, successful year. And I hope you get to do everything you're looking for. All right.
Man, appreciate it, man. Much love, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all be safe. It's Irv and Co. Yo, yo,
All right.
yo.
Mhm. Hey, do us a hard favor by liking, share, and subscribe. You know. All right. Peace.